My name is Michael, and most likely I'm the last person left alive on the earth. Our species has destroyed itself, together with most of the other life forms on the earth. For that reason, I've decided to make this recording and hope that some newly evolved reflective species in the future can find it. If you are one of those species, you need to understand why we as Homo sapiens, as your predecessors, ended up obliterating our ecosystems and wiping ourselves out. Way back in 2014, this book was written that mapped out our evolution into a sick, evil emotion called pride, and also called arrogance or selfishness or greed. Our worship of this abomination veered us off of our sustainable course, the course of evolution, and this departure into pride actually seemed to have begun about 1,000 years ago. It devoured our individual relationships, our group relationships, and our species relationships. Instead of logically, humbly using our reflectivity, our reflective abilities to grow together, we use them to grow apart into violence and divisiveness. I mean, as individuals, we became sunk in jealousy, fear, and judgment. As groups, and by that I mean our national, religious, racial, social, work, or whatever, in pride groups, we fought and became violent. We even prepared and waged war. And of course, in our species pride, as I've already mentioned, we literally raped the earth that birthed and nurtured us. Now, humility, which is the opposite of pride, comes from standing before and being a part of wonder, the wonder of the earth and the solar system and the galaxies and the cosmos. The wonder of our smallness before the gigantic, evolving, magnificent everything of which we are but a small part. Ancient people, up to the time of the city-states, were awash in wonder. Populations were small, pollution didn't exist, and people lived on and with the land without silly illusions of control and ownership. But all of this was lost when we became immersed only in ourselves. To say, I am better than you, my group is better than yours, and my species is the only one that matters. Also remember, humility was valued in most of the religious ancient writings. And of course, pride was abhorred. But all of this counsel fell on deaf ears and was soon forgotten. This book that I just mentioned, this book, The Absurdity of Pride and the Peace of Humility, was written back in 2014 when they still had a chance to uproot pride. Uproot the pride that was making them insane and herding them over the cliff of extinction. You see, this 2014 book, found on Amazon, not only outlines pride's absurdity, it also offers concrete simple ways to replace it with humility. But of course, in the escapist culture of my day, escaping both from the pride and the growing extinction before us, humility had no chance. We were addicted to pride. But you as a new species do have a chance. You can analyze pride for what it's worth. You can see what it is. You can evolve into humility and not evolve into pride. You can avoid overpopulation, pollution, the slaughter of animals and plants to destroy the ecosystems needed for all life. You can be spared our sad lives of insecurity, loneliness, to live relaxed, safe, connected lives as you cooperate and seek the common good of everything. You can bring peace and longevity to your species and to the earth. I have to go. This air is thick with pollution. It's even wiped out the light. The land and the seas of the once beautiful earth are now destroyed, and the ecosystems have all died. We've used our reflective abilities in pride to destroy rather than create, to separate rather than cooperate. We aren't connected anymore with each other or with the other species. My friends, read this book before it's too late. Find it and read it. You have to find a way to evolve into humility and truly live if your species is to survive. Goodbye, both from me and from my species. Find the way of the cosmos to live in humble peace.